WPTV continues to seek answers for Floridians battling for benefits as they navigate the state's unemployment system. Our chief investigator, Jamie Ostroff, joining us now after discovering job seekers on the Treasure Coast were turning to a resource for help, only to be greeted, you found, by locked doors. What was happening here?
Yeah, that's right, Megan. Every time I ask questions about Florida's reemployment assistance program to the agency in charge of it or to the politicians who are in Tallahassee and can maybe address the issues with the program, I'm told the program's goal is to get Floridians back to work one way or another. And one way the Florida Department of Commerce does that is by providing funding to Career Source and directing people to Career Source centers. But I learned the job seekers on the Treasure Coast were being directed to Career Source centers that had been closed for months. Liz Rodriguez of Stewart lost her job in January.
I had worked for a software company as their implementation and training specialist for about 4 years.
Corporate restructuring.
I was given 1 month severance.
When the severance ran out in February,
I started, trying to file a claim with unemployment.
That familiar story began.
If you can't even contact someone because you're waiting on the phone for hours, and then when you do get someone, they're not helpful.
So that's why you wanted to go deal with this in person?
Yes.
Liz went to the Florida Department of Commerce website and looked up her local Career Source Center, where employees have a direct line to the Florida Department of Commerce, which handles unemployment claims.
I went to the actual building where Career Source was in Stewart, and that was completely shut down, and the signage was still there, but no one was in.
There's a reason for that. The Career Source Center serving all of Martin County closed in October. Now the nearest Career Source Center is about an hour's drive away in Fort Pierce. The Career Source Center in Vero Beach also closed in October. But the Florida Commerce website was showing both shuttered offices still open as recently as Monday.
People at the Career Source in Fort Pierce are very helpful. So I appreciate that, and they're very patient.
With help from the Fort Pierce office, Liz was able to get her claim filed. She was ineligible.
So I had to go back to Fort Pierce and upload the W-2s that I had for that time frame. Because it was submitted not within a certain time frame, they rejected it again.
Back to Fort Pierce she went to file an appeal.
It was, and I was approved. And starting, I believe it was April, I started receiving my unemployment benefits.
But then another issue.
So far in May, I have not been successful in getting paid by them because there's a dispute regarding my severance pay that I received in January.
And another trip to Fort Pierce.
They get you connected with someone within minutes.
So we have gone through a consolidation as a result of, as you know, federal funding.
Brian Bauer is the CEO of Career Source Research Coast, which serves Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. He tells me the consolidation plan, which involves closing the Stewart and Vero centers, had been in the works for more than 2 years. I sat down with Bauer Monday afternoon. Have you guys ever made an effort to address that messaging?
Continue to do so, make efforts to make sure that those locations, those areas are updated. Unfortunately, as you know, we don't have control of that.
I asked Florida Commerce about its website after visiting with Bauer. On Tuesday morning, the closed offices were removed from the site. But the question of accessibility...
It is worth the drive.
Is that how it should be? Drive 50?
No, it shouldn't be like that at all.
Still remains. What is the Career Source Center doing to make these services more accessible to people who maybe don't have the time to travel that far or even the mode of transportation?
So part of our right-sizing plan was to make sure that we still had presence in all of our counties. Bauer
tells me plans are coming together to create satellite offices throughout Martin and Indian River counties, with some expected to open July 1st. Bauer also hopes to offer more services under one roof in Fort Pierce, once that Career Source Center moves to a new facility in the Renaissance Business Park.
We were supposed to be there 6 months ago, and here we are still waiting.
Yeah, why the holdup?
Permitting, passing of this, those types of things that are beyond our control. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be in by the end of the month.
So I still have not gotten a reply to my email to Florida Commerce, but to be clear, CareerSource is not an arm of Florida Commerce. They cannot adjudicate your reemployment claim. They can, once again, connect you with someone in Tallahassee who can actually do something about your claim. Now, the best way to get accurate information about the resources that are available in your community on the Treasure Coast is to go to careersourcerc.com, and I've got that link for you at WPTV.com.